Hi, I'm Jerri Goshien, and this is my High Level Readers Center. We have read the book. This is based on The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. We read it as a class, and now we are going to have the groups go to their center. This is the higher reading level center. So the first thing they do when they go to the center is, thanks to Shelley Gray, we have everything in a bag that the students will need for their center. As she said, it's great to have it all neat and organized so they don't have to go looking for things. The first thing that they are going to pull out are the instructions. And the instructions state, as a group, read the book, The Rainbow Fish. After reading the book, each student takes a packet out of the bag. Write your name on the first page of your packet. You will also find literary terms to guide you, and you may use the book for reference. So they're going to need the book for this one as well. As a group, discuss what the literary terms mean and write a short answer of each in the labeled boxes on the first worksheet. After you have the grid on the first worksheet filled out, use those ideas to write a complete sentence for each literary term on the next 2 pages. When you are finished, turn your papers in using the basket at the center's table, and then clean up any mess and return unused materials to the bag for the next group. So what they're gonna do, the next thing they're gonna pull out of their bag is this list of literary terms, which would have antagonist, conflict, setting, simile, solution, theme, all of that on there. These are not new to the students. They have gone over these before. They have looked for these before, so this is not a new concept for them. But I want them to use it. The center is a little different. So they're going to have that. And then their worksheet will look like this. There's rainbow fish in the middle, and they have boxes all around that have one of the literary terms. This is kind of similar to the thinking maps that Pat Wolf has suggested that students do. It is centered on the rainbow fish, and then all these go around it. So what was the theme? What was the solution? What was, the setting of the book? It's all right here. So after they get this filled out, they can use this kind of as an outline or a guide. And then the page behind it, it's actually 2 pages because I gave them room, lists the literary terms again. And then they have to just write a sentence for, say, personification. On this page, they would just write fish talking. On this page, I just want them to write a complete sentence about it, saying an example of personification is the fish talking in the story. Something along those lines. Doesn't have to be that exact, but something along those lines. Kids are very creative, so they will come up with something. This activity checks comprehension because not only are they having to actually look through the book and find the different literary aspects, but they also have to know, because it's asking theme and problem and conflict, so they have to know what's going on in the story. So there is checking for reading comprehension. This activity is kind of a cross between the Pat Wolf's thinking maps and the critical thinking community, where they want the students to explore feelings and solutions and problems. So this is kind of a cross between the 2 resources that we had that I put together, so they can use it uses both of those theories. After they finish and they turn it in, I will grade it on the rubric. Again, it's graded in 4 areas. One is reading ability and focus. I know they have reading ability, they're the higher level readers, but how are they with reading with each other, and can they focus on it? Are they giggling? Are they, cutting up? Are they making fun of each other? How are they doing? Following directions. Did they follow all the directions they were supposed to? Answer accuracy. Did they actually get all the answers right? Now, some of them, like theme, can be different. It can be a theme of sharing or friendship or how to treat others. So that one can be a little bit, it's not one standard answer, but generally, did they get the right answer? And group work, how well did they work together? Did they speak to each other nicely? Did they get up and walk away? Did they get mad at each other? Did they argue about the answers? That sort of thing. The standard I'm using for this one is LAFS 2RL25, and it states, describe the overall structure of a story, including describing how the beginning introduces the story and the ending concludes the action. Having them do all the literary terms, find the literary terms, and discussing what the problem was in the beginning and then the solution is in the end, kind of gets them to also discuss the overall structure of the book and how these terms or tools are used to write stories and structure in a way that the author would like for it to be perceived. So that is that center. Okay, thank you.